Hey guys, welcome back to Reembok Life. Today I'm bringing to you some core and torso strengthening exercises for runners. Why is this important? Well, your core, as you know, is the muscle that wraps around the transverse abdominis, your sides, obliques, even your lower back, and kind of your upper glutes, the piriformis area. That's your core, holding you in your proper form. Really important for injury prevention. And torso strength. Well, why do we need torso strength? Well, when you run, you've got to hold yourself upright as well. So we're going to include some trap and also scapula strength. This will actually hold your arms in the right position too when you're swinging, and your shoulders. Make sure to watch right through to the end. I'll be giving tips along the way for each and every exercise. And of course, we don't overdo this. These are the types of exercises you should be incorporating every other day. All right, let's get started. All right, guys, first, before we begin our core, we need to do a little bit of mobility. We want to sit like a yogi. So I recommend sitting with your toes outward and your heels in, forming kind of like the duck feet position. Now, this is easier with shoes on, especially if you have a higher heel drop in your shoes. And we're gonna do this for about 1 minute. If you're doing this bare feet, it can be a little bit harder to sit in this position because we're a little bit stiff in our Achilles and ankles. If you can't seem to sit down with your back straight, a good way to do that is to hold a weight out in front of you, and then it helps you rock into a straight back position. Show you from the side. So we want to straighten our back as much as possible. Okay, sitting right on our heels. And as you progress better and better, I want you to bring your toes inward more. It's a little bit difficult for me. I still need a weight to do this. There we go. I'm going to put that pressure right on the heel. So we'll do this for a minute. Next up, wipers. Okay, so we're going to maintain our hip rotation, knees touching the ground, side to side, side to side. This is going to go on for 1 minute. All right, make sure you touch, make sure you're not sliding forward. Next variation after 1 minute, we're gonna put our arms up and same movement, hip side to side. Now remember, this becomes a core exercise, so you want to remember to keep your butt from sliding forward. You're using your transverse abdominis here. You're doing your core exercises here, working on your core to maintain that position and also keep yourself from sliding forward. So we do this for 1 minute straight. After you finish that for 1 minute, we're now going to do a reverse hip rotation, reverse hip lift. So you're going to keep your torso straight, press your knee into the ground, and rotate your foot off the ground. It's a opposite movement. It feels kind of awkward, especially because this is such a small muscle here. These are your abductors, and also your hip flexor is being used here and part of your glutes. So it's a very awkward movement, but that one, as long as it's strong, it keeps you from getting a lot of these tight, painful hip injuries. Okay, so we'll do 30 seconds on one side. And then again, onto the other side, keep your knee on the ground. Okay, your torso as upright as possible. And you'll notice that one is probably a little bit more flexible than the other one. Don't lift your foot too high. Might feel like it's gonna actually freeze here. So just up to the point where you don't feel the pain or that frozen feeling, okay? We're just working on the stabilizer muscles around the hip. 30 seconds there. All right, guys, next up, we got our straight ab core work. Okay, so we're doing plank variations here. There's going to be four different kinds of planks here. We're gonna hold them for 1 minute, each one. If you cannot hold each one for 1 minute, you can hold for 30 seconds, take a quick break, and then come back up. Okay, so the first one is just your normal plank that you've probably seen at some point. You've seen this one. So this one you want to maintain on your toes, okay? you want your scapula in a neutral position so it's not up, rounded, or it's not too far down. Okay, you squeeze your belly to your spine, breathe, and you want your butt down. It's like neutral. So just think down because then it'll sit in the right position. Okay, so we hold this for 1 minute. So if you cannot, you can drop your knee quickly. After however long you can hold it for, go for 30 seconds, come back up. All right, so this one you're gonna do for 1 minute. Next up, we call it a plank jack. So it's just like you're doing jumping jacks, standing up. You're doing that, holding a plank position. All right, so here we go. Into your proper plank position, squeezing your belly to your spine, out, in, out with your toes, in, out, both of them, both of your legs, go outward and in, out, in. We do this for 1 minute. Again, you can take breaks as it gets too difficult to complete the timing, but challenge yourself, get to that 1 minute mark. And trust me, you will get stronger and stronger. Next up, we have crossovers, plank crossovers. So again, in the plank position, you're gonna cross one leg over the other, rotate your hip over, touch with your calf down on the ground, and then rotate back over, touch with your calf down on the ground, rotate back over, maintaining proper plank position. Again, we're doing that for 1 minute. Last but not least, I like this one. Keeps you kind of engaged, but it really forces you to use that rotational transverse abdominis part of your core, that muscle that's going to suck everything in and hold you in the right position, especially when you're running. Okay, so we're in our core position, or we're in our plank position. Okay, you're going to reach across with a weight, place it on the side, keep your butt down, reach across, bring it through, thread the needle, reach across, bring it through, thread the needle. All right, so we've got 4 sets of planks for 1 minute. Next up, for our core exercise, we have classics. So you guys, these core exercises that I'm showing you with that mobility work we did at the beginning, you can use these as a workout on its own in the morning when you get up, or maybe you want to do a little bit of core strengthening before you go to sleep, or you can use it as a finisher for your workout that you just did, if it's a running day or if it's a weight training day. Here we go. Classics. This one is using your entire torso almost. Okay, so you're going to maintain your leg position up here and your head just off the ground. You're going to come up, touch the knee with your elbow, back down, and reach and touch the toe. So that's a double contraction here. Knee, touch the toe. Back down, come up, touch the knee, and then touch the toe. So you're going to continue this exercise for 1 minute. Give it a try and let me know how it goes. We're going to add one more plank variation in after the classics because it's already burning after we do the classics. Okay, so you're in your plank position. You're going to come up. It's kind of like a cat-cow, but with your legs out, and then back down, maintaining that squeezing, almost touching the ground, up and back down. Again, for 1 minute. All right, feel the burn. All right, next up, one of my favorite exercises. I find this one makes me feel so incredibly strong. It's an ab rollout. I know, it's a tough one, but there's variations of this and I will show you them. All right, so you're gonna start with 1 minute in cat position. So normal, back, kind of neutral, and then you're gonna bring your back up. Squeeze your core up to your spine, your belly to the spine. Okay, we're gonna go 20 seconds, rolling in and out, very small in the middle for 20 seconds. Then we're gonna go out to the side for 20 seconds. And then 20 seconds out to the other side. Kind of brings in your oblique for that. Okay? We finish that after 1 minute. The next exercise is the full ab rollout. Now, if you can't do this, you just want to maintain as far as you can go without collapsing your lower back. Okay, so you want to roll out to as far as you can go and roll back out. Now, if you have a partner, a gym partner, in this case, my hubby wubby is gonna come and help me for this. So he's just gonna give me a cue. Sometimes it just takes a small little tap on your lower ab to bring you back up. So I'll move over here. Here we go. So I'm gonna roll out so I can go as far, and then he's gonna help me come back. And back up. That's good. It feels really good when you have some help. There we go. So we go for a minute with that. And of course, don't feel like if you can't do it, that you can skip this one. Okay, you want to do this one, just go as far as you can, maintaining that neutral position without your lower back falling down, and then roll back in. Okay, now on to our torso, the posterior chain of our torso. These are called Supermans. So we're gonna lie down, flat, knees out, touching the ground, arms out in front of you, okay? Keep your forehead down. And we're going to lift our legs up off the ground and arms at the same time. Squeeze for 5 seconds and lower. Squeeze for 5 seconds and lower. So we call these Supermans. It's kind of like you're flying like Superman. Do this for 1 minute. Squeeze and back down. The posterior chain muscles contraction as you lift. Hold yourself there. Don't forget to squeeze your belly to your spine. Okay, next up, obliques. And the rain has joined us. So I'm gonna have to get this done before I get soaked here. All right, so we're going to form a side plank position on your elbow, okay? Lift, squeeze your obliques, the side part of your abs here up to maintain a straight neutral position, okay? Some variation, 30 seconds each side. Down, pulse, up. If that's too easy, you can lift your arm up. If that's too easy, you can lift your leg up. Woo! All right, down, up, 30 seconds. And don't forget the other side. Again, maintaining a straight line down, the top down to your feet, and on this side. Okay, and then we're just gonna do a pulse, 30 seconds. Keep squeezing your belly to your spine. All right. Okay, guys, next up, maintaining our back strength. This keeps our posture good when we're running. A lot of you start to lose your form, especially when you start to get tired and start swimming. Grab a kettlebell. You don't have a kettlebell, grab a milk jug. Make sure to not drop the milk jug because it'll blow up and create a big mess. Okay, so we're gonna do a standing row, bent over row. So obviously we're on our feet, okay? You're going to maintain shoulder width apart, bend over, rest your elbow onto your knee, okay? Stretch your back, stretch the arm down that's holding the weight, and we're gonna lift, squeeze your back, your elbow comes up, okay? So 10 on each side. Maintaining your core, meaning use your core to stabilize you, hold you in the position. Okay, so we've got 10, one side, then we're gonna switch to the other side. Same thing, it's a shoulder distance apart, about 2 steps. So 1, 2, out. Your back leg is about that far back. Okay, put your elbow on your knee, resting. Back is contracted. It's not rounded. It's contracted, holding straight. And we're gonna lift the weight, bending your elbow, bringing your elbow up. 6, breathing. That's 10. 3 sets of 10 bent over rows. Next up, grab some plates or something heavy that you can hold in your hand. Okay, this is the scapula strength we're working on. So we're going to be bent over at hinging at the pelvis. All right, and bringing our plates or whatever you're holding together at front. And then we're gonna lift up, almost forming like a wing position. Okay, elbows bent 90 degrees, 90-degree angle from your body, kind of like you're shooting a basketball, like this. Same thing here. Again, bent over. This is squeezing our scapula. Those at the back there, you want your scapula to come together. And we're gonna do 3 by 10. Again, this is gonna help you maintain your running form. Your arms are going to be coming straight through rather than swimming across and you're wasting a lot of energy. 3 by 10 of those. All right, next up for our core and torso strengths, we're going to be doing pull-ups and dynamic push-ups. So that's using everything. So back, shoulders, all your core. So on the finisher workout days, you can keep the sets low, just 3 sets and just 5 sets. Just 3 sets of 5 reps. And if it's a separate strength day, you can increase the reps to 10 and even go up to 5 sets. All right, so since we're running outside, we like to do these outside. So the first one is just going to be kind of a medium to wide grip. Okay, and you're going to be doing your pull-up, which you may need to have some assistance on a day that you're tired. As today I am in recovery mode coming off a big hard run, so I will require some assistance with this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze at the top. All right, then we do variations. You don't have to do that grip the entire time. If you have 3 sets, do 1 set of that or 2 sets, and then your last set. Your grip will be 1 arm in front of the other. Like this. Okay, and then when you squeeze, you're gonna come up on one side when you pull up and come up on the other side. Again, just 5 reps. Okay, last exercise. We are doing dynamic push-up. This one, depending on if you want a little bit more chest strength, you'll go a wider grip or wider stance with your arms. I like to keep it a little bit more narrow so I get more of tricep work. All right, so you can do on your finisher days, you can keep the reps to just 10. And then on days when you're doing the strength training on its own, bring the reps up to about 15 and 20. Okay, so we're going to start up in a pike position, coming down, and then we squeeze up and using your abs, come back to starting position. Come down in pike, lift up, then back, again in pike, lift up, and then back up to starting position. Do as many as you can there. If you need to have some assistance, you can bring your knee down to lift and then back up. So we'll do 3 sets of 10. And there you have it, guys. That's for your core finisher workouts after your runs. Mobility, core workout in the morning time when you get up you need kind of a waker upper exercise routine, or of course a finisher for your runs. Hope you guys like that video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm bringing to you all kinds of different workout videos. Please comment and let me know what you'd like to see next. Take care.